Hey. Alright. Get me into it. Okay. That's cool. Except I turned off my controller. It took too fucking long. Alright. That's probably gonna be a shorter one today just because I'm making sure my PC's okay. That's why I haven't been streaming the last 2 weeks. Joy. Anyway. Let's try and remember what I was doing 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks? 2 weeks ago.
Another thing about Lubosh. How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Stuff sucks in this mouth. Damn. Let's talk to everybody.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
Poor Henry, he was just at home like a week ago, living it up, being goofy. And now he's up here investigating murders and raids.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Yeah, this game looks better on high graphics. I had it on medium before, but yeah, my PC can handle it. I don't know why I put it on medium. Go on, ask.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
No, they're helpful.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
Oh, that's sad.
That's all. Thank you.
I just interrogate everybody. I mean, it'll raise my speech up, probably. Hey, you got a name.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Something like
In the name
that.
of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time, and then yesterday he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. I never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
I know who the priest is.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I
Know
don't
who you
think
are.
he was home. I didn't see him all day.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
God, that's sad. You gonna... Oh no, you're just gonna die again. Oh. Are the batteries I changed out already dead? Alright, give me a second. I'll be right back.
That's all. Thank you.
Alright. Well, that was fun. I think I got it. Batteries. Oh, I don't think I got it. I know I got it. But new batteries fucking in the thing.
Lord watch over you.
Anyway. Let's just talk to everybody. Get my speech up.
What
You
can I
know.
do for you?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast, and lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
You boozing at Warren Godwin.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care.
Everybody else have names? Oh, you've got a name?
My respects to you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk. He was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much. But I wouldn't wish an end like that on anyone.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
God be with you.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sir Hanish gives a job like that to a young fellow like you? Well, what do I care? Ask.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a strange one. Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
complete silence beyond the talking is bothering
Have
me.
you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
I really don't know. As far as I know, he had no kin. I never saw him with anyone.
That's all. Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yosef,
Jesus
Yosef, tell me everything.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder...
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but...
So good at things still.
That's
Alright.
Thank you.
Getting repetitive, but I'm going to ask everybody. Anyway, you have a name. I'm talking to you.
God help
You have a name. Tell me
I've come in the
everything.
name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Give me all your
Investigating
secrets.
the massacre in Neuhof.
I must know them.
Here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course, ask away.
What is the unlimited flight speed of a swallow?
That man
Or-
Lubosh who was murdered,
I fucked that
what
up.
was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight.
God bless.
Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I hadn't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
I'd lose my mind.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
Not a clue.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the
I
tavern.
don't think he had mates in the tavern.
That's all. Thank you.
Not even in the tavern, guys.
Take care now.
How sad. Oh, Maple, come back. You have a name.
God be with you.
You have a name and I'm making you talk to me.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of...
Sir Hanush gives a job like that to a young fellow like you. Well, what do I care? Ask.
Wow.
That man
Everybody just
Lubosh.
cares how young I am.
What was he like?
I wish I was that young.
Always drinking, bad-tempered. Lord knows how he made a living. Well, maybe now I've got an idea or two.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I didn't see much of him lately, not even in the tavern. Not till yesterday in church, as it happens.
In church? A man like that?
Was doing the day Neuhof was raided.
I don't think he was home at all. Wait, are you saying he... Jesus!
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to
Alright.
spend time with?
It's starting to get repetitive because they're the same thing. Alright, I should have just gone straight to the... I just want to get my speech up. You know how it is.
Be with you.
But everybody's gone now, so let's... pick some marigolds. I don't remember being that fast. Oh, my bread's dead. Oh. It shouldn't say potion, it should say something else. That was my nourishment. sleep sometime. Let me start selling. How many dandelions do I have? Oh, right, because I keep picking up going, that ash. Anyway, row. There we go. Okay. Sorry, horse. I'm just trying to figure out the controls. You're walking into the fence there, bud. And you just teleported through me. Okay. Right. Normal. Anyway. Oh, it's raining now. That's good. Right, it's B. It's not. I'm still playing 2 on the PlayStation. I'm almost done. I just do the main quest speedrun, but
May the Lord watch over you.
you sounded like you knew what you were. Alright, well, it's none of my business, I guess. Who's shouting? Wrong button. I'm working on it. Kind of. I get so close. Oh no. I'm stuck and I lost him. I tried to help. Really did. Yeah, he's gone. Have fun with that. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Ugh, no, I just fucking lost him. I tried to be helpful, and it failed. Why does that sound familiar? Alright. Go talk to this priest, who may or may not be Godwin. Oh look, I have an arrow on my back. Okay, well. Yeah, it's called equipment, by the way. I'm just stupid. It happens. The best of us and, you know, me, the worst of us. It amuses me, okay? Shove it. And really, isn't that the point of this? To amuse myself? Kind of. Sort of. I mean, That'll make me happy to amuse myself. Ugh. And even late, I'm just weird.
Good afternoon.
You don't have a name, you're not gonna tell me anything. At least not anything that I don't already know. What's at the Star? Or was it just a tavern? Yeah, I can sleep here if I wanted to. Oh, sorry, they just stand around weird and I was confused.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed, there is.
A murder.
Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. And that's not all. Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables. When the head groom told the lads here, they fell on their seats laughing.
Oh,
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
oh,
I don't know nothing about it.
it is 7:30. I should not be yawning. I don't go to bed till like fucking midnight.
The man Lubosh who was murdered. What's he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day
Much.
Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and
You're the innkeeper, of course you were.
glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but
Spoke too soon again.
what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Okay.
That's
One line was the same. And I'm just like, oh, good question.
Take care
Alright. Alright. Off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Damn, Godwin. Talk to me, man.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by.
Oh, God.
Helps keep me in good form.
Oh, God. Sorry. Like I said, I've played the second game almost all the way through now, at least the main story. He looks the same. In the same way that Henry looks the same and Hans look the same. Vaguely. But God, his voice in the second one is so much better. Nothing against his voice actor. I'm sure you do a phenomenal job. It's just not what I picture as Godwin now. And that's on me for playing the second game first, but it just doesn't sound like Godwin now. I've spent so much time on that second game. I think I've only got like 70 hours and it's fine. I did mostly main quest, some side quests. I'm gonna try to do that on stream too eventually, and do as many of the side quests as I can handle. Like I'm gonna try to do the same thing here, but
The blessings of our good Lord be with you.
anyway.
I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Not what I wanted, but it's still funny.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
That's
Child.
found it.
All sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hold on just a second. Gonna real quick.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
Bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child. All sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Let me just sit through the exact same.
What Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhoff was raided.
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
For heaven's sake, Father, can you really look me in the eye and tell me that, when you know you may be condemning innocent people to death?
I can, because if I broke that vow, the consequences would be much worse than if I didn't. Maybe not immediately, but one day. The mills of God grind slowly.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhoff raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine.
Of course you want wine.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Good luck to you.
Jan Hus was a priest and a thinker and one of the most important Czech religious reformers and preachers. His works, inspired by theological writings of John Wycliffe, played a key role in underpinning the essence of the Reformation. As of 1398, he worked and disseminated his teachings at Prague University, but as early as 1403, German professors there labeled him a heretic. 6 years later, after 20,000 doctors, masters, and students were forced to leave Prague University as a result of theological disputes. In 1402, Huss preached at the Bethlehem Chapel in Prague, where all sermons were delivered not in Latin, but in Czech. This place became the center of the Reformation in Bohemia. Because of his controversial relationship with the Church and opinions on Catholic ethics, Huss was persecuted and finally convicted of heresy by the Council of Constance, for which he was burned at the stake. The followers of the Reformist idea rallied together after the events at Constance, leading to the beginning of the Hussite Wars from 1420 to 1434. Ooh, folk songs. Folk music, as distinct from church music, inclined to major scales and was more joyful and upbeat. In Bohemia and Moravia, it was for centuries a part of the rural daily life. Most of the songs were passed down by oral tradition, while a few can be found in hymnals and chronicles. Some have been preserved to this day in variations. Oh, priests. The priests were among the elite in medieval society, and among the few who had any education. Village priests were less educated than those of a larger parish. They could barely read or write, had no library, and learned the liturgy by heart. They were none too well off, typically working in the fields or raising livestock, like lay farmers. They were not celibate, enjoyed folk entertainment and games, dancing, and going to the tavern. As time went on, looser morals and educational decline spread to the towns and monasteries. By contrast, the priests in the larger parishes and towns owned more property, and with the exception of service to God, did not have to resort to any manual work. The duties of the priest encompassed preparation and serving Mass, hearing confessions, taking care of the church, operations and decoration, visiting the poor, the sick, arranging charity collections, collecting dues, conducting baptisms, weddings, last rites, and funerals. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so if you're not gonna help me just yet, let me... Can you stop fucking remembering the wrong button? Dandelion, dandelion. One thing that really gets me both these games is that I keep walking into stuff that's like not actually a thing. I'm thinking, oh, that's gotta be a thing that I can pick. Nope. Like these blue flowers in both games. There's blue flowers that look kind of similar to that. Always just get me. Thistle. Do I know how to make? Oh right, I just got that, didn't I? Not well enough for that. Okay. Sounds helpful. Any other? Okay. Nice. Go ahead. Alright. Can we go inside the church? I can. Alright, I'm gonna try not to stand here and just look at all the artwork in here. And honestly fail miserably. Jesus Christ be praised. I feel like that's obligatory at this point. Read? I can't stink and read. Is that Siggy? That's gotta be Siggy. It looked like Siggy. That's not Siggy. That's some wise man. I'm dumb. It's definitely... Oh, there's 3 wise men. Who the fuck are you? You're the other king, aren't you? Yeah, it's almost like there's a fucking crown on his head. I swear I'm not always this dumb. Just, you know, Mostly this town. In my defense, I've been to church like once a year since I was like young. And that's about the extent of my church going. Yes. Shh. Be nice to me. Listen. I don't have a defense. Just listen. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Okay. Ow. I gotta drop some y'all. Fuck's sake. Got 2 left. I have to learn how to brew them. I really need to learn how to brew them. Something tells me I can't pick that lot. Stop pulling out your weapon. You're not a heathen, are you?
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Take care.
Alright. Yep, definitely gotta learn how to brew it because I'm not spending 150 grosh in just. Why, have a look at those melons. I like that they put a shield on it. Anyway. Alright, I do kind of miss how the second game just pulls up just the town first. Oh, wait, this, okay, like that. And okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna try to explore the rest of the town. See if, what are you selling? Show me your stuff. Show me your stuff. Fine. I'll sell you my rotten food. I'm just gonna close the deal because you're already getting the rotten end. Kinda literally. Pillory would be located in the middle of the square, and it was here that the lesser punishments were meted out for transgressions such as perjury, slander, or various frauds. It was typically a wooden or stone pillar to which the convicted were tied by a chain for a specific time, hours, or even days. They were then punished by the whole community, being spat on, insulted, mocked, and pelted randomly on a daily basis. Thanks. Merchants were of two types, settled, permanent, and traveling, occasional. The settled traders had permanent shops in towns and villages, while traveling merchants only brought their wares to markets. Markets, held once a week, and fairs, held twice a year, also offered wares by local shopkeepers, visitors, and peddlers or hawkers. The street vendors, without a fixed site. Shopkeepers had their permanent shops in the square. Merchants ran small shops and had the right to retail products they bought from artisans. Village folk got their supplies from neighboring craftspeople, from the local tavern, or from a merchant who brought supplies from larger townships. At the markets, goods from the village would be exchanged for goods produced and available in the town. The terms of trade were set by the ruler, for example that only local merchants in sworn possession of freedom of the city rights could sell their goods freely. Only the traders from large cities would venture abroad. Many regulations and detailed rules governed trade. If it were found that a merchant was dishonest and, for example, gave short weight, it was severely punished. Probably in the pillory. Or worse. Who you be? Baker? Baker. I'm still just trying to find out where I can make potions and learn potions and do potions and potions and potioning for potions. Alright, I didn't know we jump on the fence to scare the shit out of you. Jesus. Christ be praised. No, am I in? I'm in the... So that's not the first time I've done that in the game at all. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Alright. Listen, I just want to make potions and do potion-y things. That is literally all I want to know. Are you coming down this way? No, you're stuck on that stone. Oh.
Hey. Good afternoon.
Go away.
I've come in the name of Sahanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask all you want, lad.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
I don't know, since I don't go to alehouses.
Why don't you go to alehouses? They're fun.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
How would I know?
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
Those that live by the sword, die by the sword. I'm not surprised the end he came to.
Have you noticed anything?
At least this is new lines.
Everything about him was suspicious. I always gave him a wide berth.
That's all. Thank you.
Take care.
I'm gonna need you to go away.
What is it you want here?
I want to steal stuff from you, but you're watching me. Now I can't. Thanks a lot. You ruined my day. I miss having a dog. I miss Mutt. Give me Liberty or give me Mutt. Oh, because I've already got Liberty, don't I? Shit. Oh, I tried. What happens if I punch a chicken? I don't have enough savior shops to figure that one out. So I guess the chicken lives another day. Oh, Jesus Christ be praised. I just want to make potions and do potion-y things. Wouldn't I be able to pick you too? No? Guess not. Just a second. Wrong button, genius. Turn around, I'm just gonna go learn how to read, I guess. Because that's gonna be important. I gotta wait for how long? Not that long, I guess. Hopefully learning how to read doesn't take too long. If it does, and I miss God, I will be upset. Oh, there's a bailiff. There we go.
Good health to you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty...
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
I have enough money.
I don't have enough money. I'll come back when I have.
Right. His main activity was to keep records of the territorial court and the meetings of the city council. He was one of the few in medieval society who knew how to read and write, making his services welcome in almost every city. I read the rest of them, but I'm just gonna read them when they pop up from now on. Okay. If I can find an herbalist, learn how to make stuff. If I can learn how to make stuff. Not herbalist? No, you're just a villager. Just a villager. Ha. Alright, I do not like that it takes a couple extra steps. I know you can just stop. Should be able to pet the dog. War horse. Okay. Just a villager. Guess y'all are unexciting. Let's see. But me. hit all of the question marks. Probably important. And might be where the herbalist is. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just winging it. Winging it. More funny if you could see my arms. Anyway. Oh, still gotta keep going. Grocer. We're still not the herbalist. Oh, that rotten food. Right for the taking, you know? Hey, buddy. Can I pet? The lights are on, but nobody's home, huh, pal? Yep. How are you not something? I'm just running. Yes, the herbalist.
Mother of God. Good day to you. God be with you.
Nothing from you. Gosh darn it. Oh.
What's going on there?
What? Show yourself. What's going on out there?
What? I didn't do nothing. I ain't even stealing. I'm being a good boy. Making Mama proud. She's dead, but she's proud. And the bell starts ringing and everyone's pointing fingers at me. All I'm doing is walking here. I almost like that thing. What the fuck? At least you run good, Hale. Kind of. Maybe not. Not really at all. But you know what? It's just the thought that counts. And I think you run fine. Ish. Alright, let's go have a drink with the priest. You have hair, you're not Godwin. All of you have hair, none of you are Godwin.
A tankard of ale for me.
Aye. That sounds good. What am I doing here? Alright.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel building that pool house this weekend. Ow! Oh. How convenient.
Tell you everything.
God.
Maybe we can work something out.
It's so jarring to hear that
Hear something about you.
voice from that face.
With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh. I'm sorry. What about your kin?
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
Just a little bit.
Seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter.
Actually, they had a lot of swords and arrows. It was pretty pointed.
They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, my girl, even the Deutsch who was on Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of a church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
You think I'm too young for the job, Father?
I do, to tell the truth.
Well, I can only apologise for my lack of grey hair and gout.
Now the most important thing.
I love sarcastic Henry so fucking much.
The good
Oh
folks here about are saying
my
all
God.
kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword. I wouldn't expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
My pleasure.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional secret. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone, and that's worse than even the most hideous crime.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats will strike again, and I can't stop them.
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubosh told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But first thing tomorrow, I'll try something I think might help you.
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Udits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, describing them. Tongue-lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, with a nice moral to them, are popular as well. Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth. And they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself were to pay? Would he ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive furs. While Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything.
It's so weird.
I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
One beer.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop condemning drinking and lying with women.
Where can I find out more about his teachings?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
Oh shit. Alright.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone...
No, I don't.
No, I wanna...
What do the
I'm
common
just
folk
switching back to my other monitor.
I like it.
Nice to me.
Someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words, the people will rise up, and the church will be shaken to its very foundations.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Hey.
Enough of this.
Bailiff, come on over here. Sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped, put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who's right is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Henry, back me up.
Oh, alright. I'm gonna remember how to fight in this one again.
Jesus Christ!
Well landed.
Now who are we fighting?
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Okay. May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
I'd love to. And Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry. Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Wow. Like actually being drunk. It's not ringing the bell this late at night.
We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Him losing his parish makes so much more sense now. Now I know why. You're ringing the bell at like 2 a.m., bruh. Hey, hello. My people. Hi, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Sorry, the overlay's not working for some reason. Oh, I hope that wasn't forever ago.
Priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little?
It's gone, it's quiet, but it's not a problem for me. It's... Well... Oh. My ears started aching these overs. God. I love a game that doesn't take itself seriously, and that's what I like about Kingdom Come Deliverance. It does not take itself seriously, ever.
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
This is only like my 5th stream, so I'm pretty new, yeah.
Get up! Do you hear me?
Yeah. I've not been doing this maybe technically a month, but my PC's been broken for the last 2 weeks, so about 2 weeks.
Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Say potato.
Oh, step on in my head. Oh, my guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. Oh, what was that woman on about?
Okay.
Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them in the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan.
You are though, Godwin. You are
How about this?
insane.
If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.
So all at once the confessional seal isn't so sacred?
Don't mock me. I won't give you a second chance.
Well, alright. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubosh.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Wonderful. Let's get to it then.
Alright, you didn't sound like Godwin, so it confused me for a minute. I'm still drunk. That's fine. Okay. There we go. Speech is at least up. I don't know. Dressed her. Tackle. Oh, that's good to know. That's an actual button.
Look out.
I'm not gonna tackle him, I'm just saying it's good to know that it exists.
I thought he'd never show up. Sweat pop.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you wait.
I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
You are better with your Latin, drunk. I
Cepit
see.
panem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush.
Yeah, I'm reading, but you're a bot, so...
At Neuhof. You might not know that Henry recently visited Prague, where, by the grace of God, was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Great, now I gotta remember what it was that he told me yesterday. Or the alcohol.
Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. I am here to tell you about Mother Church and to show you through my words how she is falling into decay and abandon, how the once great mother of all Christians is losing her dignity and trading in souls like the merchants in the temple. But I am digressing.
That boy has a cheek.
Just as we are commanded to obey the priests in matters of virtue, so are we commanded to defy them face to face if they live contrary to God's commandments.
Hear that, Godwin?
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, enemies, injustice, hunger and chaos, failed harvests, fires, floods, and other catastrophes. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travelers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast could continue.
Now that's the
No, brothers and sisters. Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot keep holy the Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right!
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you pay enough coin to Mother Church. What if the devil himself were to pay? Will the bishops tell us he too would ascend to heaven? And what about those bishops? They sin without remorse, and with the money grasped from the poor for indulgences, they keep fine horses and hordes of servants to pamper them. They play dice and garb their mistresses in expensive furs, while Christ, the Lamb of God, walked barefoot and had nowhere to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor, for you are seen by God and his people too.
Down with the prelates. Away with them.
We're fortunate to have our good father Godwin. At least he's a fair and simple man.
God sees what is happening on earth, and he is filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Aye, all honor to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
The lad spoke well, considering what a soak he is.
He's right, Dapples.
The young man shouldn't drink so much, but the Lord's given him a
I'm
silver
glad he
tongue.
came here. Don't suppose I'll ever get to Prague, and he told it nicely.
Well, well, my boy, you have talent, and I can't deny it. And you pulled a thorn from my side. I almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I noticed. I wasn't the only one.
Oh, what's to be done? I'll make it up somehow.
So, about our bargain.
Although it's a sin.
So's gluttony. And fornication.
God does forgive penance.
So, what did Limpy Lubosh tell you? Was he at Neuhof that day? Who was with him? And where are they now?
Now, slow down. I'm sorry, but he didn't tell me that much.
Don't let me down after all I've been through. For you...
Well, now Lubosh came to me shortly after it happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. And I must say, in the end, he turned out to be a better man than he looked. He said they'd been hired through some crony of theirs. And at first they were just to steal some horses. But then it all turned sour and people started getting killed. And neither he nor his cronies wanted anything to do with that. So they fell out from the gang and fled.
Fell out? Yeah, there was a body found in the woods by Neuhof.
That would explain something. Lubosh kept jabbering that he wasn't a murderer, that he didn't want to do it.
So I know Lubosh killed the murderer and he's dead too. But the trouble is, I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Only nicknames. Talked about some fella called Riki from Ledechko, Pius, Timmy.
Pius. That lot are about as pious as I am ordained.
Nonsense. You would make an excellent priest. And anyhow, your skills, you ought to be able to sniff out this Riki from Ledechko, right?
Well, we'll have to now. There's not much else to go on. Let's hope he's not hanging from the wall too.
Indeed. And I'd hate to be excommunicated for nothing. Anyhow, good luck. You watch out for yourself. These people clearly mean business. And I'd like to raise a tankard with you again sometime.
Yeah, I'll try. Although I'm not sure I'd survive another night of your debauchery.
And if anyone should ask, you heard nothing from me. I'll deny everything.
I don't doubt it.
Listen, these games are so good, though. Like, I wanna keep playing this one because then I can play the second one again. I already want to play the second one again, and I just finished. Alright, I want to go actually use the sprint button for starters. Am I not sprinting? Sprint. Damn you. Because I'm hungover. You can't sprint when you're hungover. Walk right past. Alright. It's still early, isn't it? Oh, it's noon. Let me in! Okay. Oh, except I'm wrong and it's... Chat, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Listen, at least like there's like one person here. It's not like I did that in front of like 6 people, 7 people, 70 people, 700, 7,000. Just did that in front of one. It's fine.
I've saved some coin. Could you teach me?
Certainly.
Yes.
He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here.
I saw fan art that was this, but it was Hans and Henry instead. I'm very gay, bisexual, but
it's time we were getting on.
I very much a bit.
So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
I love that. One day, a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was heavy as lead. He was going to throw it away because he thought a trick had been played onto him. Upon him. Okay, you know what? This is probably the best I'm learning how to read. I've seen it in a game for a while. Not that I've seen one in many other ones, but like that stopped me for a second because I'm stupid. But he took it home on second thought and soon found his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give, he killed it and opened it to find nothing. Okay.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah, well, the main thing is you've managed to read the book. The rest is just practice. Through a like I told you, books are valuable.
Sorry, let me skip it.
Words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men.
He's barely got checked out, man.
There's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll manage.
Okay, is this a different book or is this the same book? I gotta go to a different table or... Oh. Cool. Let's pretend I can read that. Just a second. Okay. Where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you going?
I read the page.
So tell me, Distripule, what's written there?
Nutus set libertine malus, ut non aliqua part droppet.
Not bad for a first try, lad.
Listen, I really should have paid more attention. You know what? It's fine. Henry didn't master Latin in a day. That's the thing, right? Listen, I can hardly do it in English. Now you're asking me to do it in Latin? I don't even know Latin. Why is Henry expected to know Latin? Well, I guess I know why. He literally said it, but... Why? Why did you leave?
I read the page.
So tell me, Distripule, what's written there?
I know it's N, because the N was capitalized. Ooh. Process of elimination.
Tam malus. Ut non alique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before.
It took me 2 tries.
Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Hey. He loves perks. Hey, drinking perk. Huh. Not worth it. I don't end up drinking too much in these games. I'll just go with beer. Not needing. Ooh, cheaper books. That one I'm probably going to use more, so. I am sleepy.
Come right up. Fresh cabbage, carrots, onions, radishes. Everything you need for a coffee.
How much is a bed?
Good health to you.
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
Certainly.
Like where?
Just the one night?
No problem, but...
Oh, easy. Two-question, simple.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud.
Oh, but now I can't make 420 jokes.
Where do I go to sleep?
You'll have no trouble finding it. Right inside the door to the building. Good luck to you.
Hey. Okay. So I got a trunk there for my stuff, which I think I've got some stuff. Nope, just rotten cabbage and ancient maps. It's okay. What time is it? I want to find out. What time is actually what I want to find out? 2? Alright, well, I will stay awake long enough to break my ankles. Dice. I'm gonna play dice.
Day to you. What do you need?
Dice, and you to show me where the herbalist is.
How about you?
Definitely don't want to wait 50 grosh. Fuck that. I'll do 18, I think. So that if I lose, still have 400.
May the best man win.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, that's not 1. Every time I almost get that, but I'm 1 off. One, 2, 3. Nice.
This'll be the one.
Will it? No, that'll just be 300. Bust.
What the hell's
Haha, bitch. I'm not competitive. Me? No, never. Yep. Just stay there. Just get on the board. Just pass. There you go. Good job. Good job. Now I'm just gonna do 1 and then roll again.
There, that's a lot better.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Well, it's just 2 dice.
No harm. Now if we came after 3 ones...
Right? Oh, I passed. Oh, you suck.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. Hardly worth talking about.
I still have 1,000 on you, buddy. Probably the only good hand I'm gonna get, though.
Now you.
Damn it.
Not afraid of anything, eh?
Don't bust me, please. Okay, there's at least 1. Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Oh no!
Yeah. Alright. Oh, no, look. Are you gonna say, keeping me there? Oh, shit. That just got real. I got 1,000 again and I win. I did not get 1,000 again. Alright. Nice. Okay. Alright. You just can't get 1,000. Sweet. Thank you for not getting 1,000.
What the hell's with these damn dice?
Say potato and I'll add you on Discord.
Kurva! Why the hell did I even start playing?
You know, at least spots our attention. Though, for a stream I was already planning on being kind of short, like getting 2 bots, that's impressive. At least I'm impressed. B. I still would really like to do alchemy. Honestly, 3 bots feels kind of impressive. Usually I just get the 1. And then I don't get to look at my Streamlabs and see the whole line of chat like that. I'm really impressed with the 3 bots I got. I'm happy with that. Grocer, butcher, alchemy bench. Nice. Okay. Hi, beautiful girl. I didn't want to inspect, but... Well, hey, at least your stats also rise in the next game. That's fine. I'm still enjoying this game though. Hey, new perk. Oh, not new perk, just new level. So, while we're doing the boring part of writing, how about that Pope, huh? I am neither Catholic nor from Chicago. Close. About 2 hours. I think. Well, not currently. Ray's closer. Currently don't live. I think I live like 4 hours away from Chicago now. Huh? It's only 2 from Detroit. Not that that matters. I don't know. My defense. I am. Wait. This feels weird and suspicious, and I do not enjoy it. Alright. thought I lost the trail there for a second. Am I going to regret this? Oh yes. Yes I am.
Itt épp egy malacka tévedt a disznóölésre.
Where did the other person go? Sage, don't mind if I do. That's helpful. Oh, no, that is the way I want to go. Alright. Yeah. Okay. And then looked away for a second. Unfortunately, a second too long. Watch out, there are bandits in the area. Okay, good day. Bye. Am I going to regret taking this path? It appears it's possible. Okay. I did sort of kind of want to turn back there, but not really. Right, next left. I can remember next left.
Hey, ott van, vigyázz! Ez mi? Mit keresel? Véletlenül kibújtál az anyák kopjájáról?
Vigyázzatok vele!
Istenem, vigyázzon!
Oh, fuck me.
Emberek, vigyázzon! Ezt nem... Ez betalál! A picsába hagyd már! Elég volt! Köszönöm!
Geci!
Au! Mutass már valamit! Au!
Nicsak, mi bújt itt elő?
A teremtés itt! Igen! Véged, geci!
How long ago was that? Chat, how long ago was that? Chat, I say to all one of you. Oh, God. Oh, God. Listen, I wanted to end it at 9 anyway. So, you know what? I'm just gonna call that for now. That cool? Cool. I'll play some more for longer tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm gonna go cry now.